Actual seizure warning. If you have any kind of epilepsy, even the slightest case, don't watch this video. This isn't it gets kind of flashy kind of thing. So please, if you are easily irritated by flashing lights or even think you might suffer any kind of epilepsy, please do not watch this video. While Zombies as a whole has had dozens of maps, both great and shit, there are hundreds if not thousands of maps created by many different Zombies fans, made for both World at War and BO3 Zombies. Zombies easily has one of the biggest modding communities next to Skyrim and Doom, which I might also look at in the future. Thanks to not being tied down to a 4-map DLC cycle or needing to create something moderately similar to what came before, they can do whatever they want. Whether that be a map reimagining, a Zombies version of an MP map, a brand new map that feels like a proper new official map, or something just completely different. Anything goes. So, after covering all the World of War maps, I'm gonna cover some custom zombie maps. 'Cause why not? Don't really see many people covering them in a way that isn't simply Let's Plays, so why not cover them? So, let's kick this off with Purple Dimension. But why this one in particular? No real reason, I just wanted to play some custom zombies and this popped up into my head for some reason as the first one. Possibly the first thing you'll notice when looking at this map is how it looks. It has a look all its own, with a large amount of colored purple, well, everywhere, even purple snow dropping down from the sky. I mean, the hints in the name, this is basically a purple dimension, and it has a lot of, aesthetic. The HUD too is given a nice purple styling as well as slightly modified perk icons. It manages to remain stylish and not a cluttered mess. The only place with a different color scheme is... well, I'll get to that in a sec. The only map I can think of that might have a somewhat similar look would be Revelations, with numerous objects and lands floating around this unique dimension, except this map has more than one or two original bones in its body, although the biodome does show up in the map in one form, which is neat. The map itself plays very well with a few slightly weird moments. There are no special zombies, just your standard zombies who have Origin and Nuketown zombie skins. The map is moderately difficult starting off, setting up as our toughest part of the map, as perks actually have randomized locations, and I don't mean they have random spawns like in Doris or Shinanuma, I mean they constantly move around, so when searching for perks you'll need to check everywhere, and going down can be significantly more punishing. The Mauser is the unique starter pistol, and it's essentially its Origins versions, except, that's an interesting camo. Progressing through the map itself is done well. Weapons are mostly balanced fine for the point you are on the map, and there are a lot of guns in this map, taken from BO1, BO2, Ghosts, and Modern Warfare, even a few unique guns, but I think some of the weapons seem to be, I don't know, a bit lower quality in comparison to the original games they were taken from. I mean, they can look good in World at War. Look at Leviathan, for example, which is essentially a lost BO1 map. So, I don't know why the weapons look lower quality. It's weird. Although, shall we say, not all guns are born equal. This MP5 and Honey Badger, for example, are incredibly broken. Seriously, I haven't used a non-wonder weapon gun in normal zombies that's this good. And this is a problem with this map. Once you're set up, it is incredibly easy. Not just with good weapons, but there are incredibly good camping spots in the map. It's still a fun map, but just don't expect a challenge. Unlocking Back Punch and getting power on is simple and easy to understand, and with some effort you can figure out how to open a buyable ending, and the Pack-a-Punch camo itself is pretty, although I kinda expected it to be purple because, well, take a guess. And thankfully you don't have to enter the, last chance to leave if you decide to stick around after the siege warning. This is your last chance to leave if you have any form of epilepsy. This is not a joke. Don't think, this guy must be exaggerating, I can manage it, because you can't. I don't suffer from epilepsy, and my eyes still felt very irritated after looking at this map. Still here? Well, if you actually have epilepsy issues, then natural selection will take its course. Because you thought I was fucking kidding. What the fuck is this? What am I looking at? Do I want to look at? Because basically this is a maze. Yes, you can potentially be stuck in here, so you might be asking, what's the point of this maze? Not really anything, actually. There are some guns here you can get, but you might fall down what I will dub the troll hole and get reset back to round 1, kinda like the Shinonuma hanging body Easter egg, and of course footage is non-existent because I don't want to lose progress or my eyesight. There's also an Easter egg you can do for a reward here. It's very simple to do. Of course I don't have footage of that either because I don't want to test my limits in this place. If you do want to go here, use the zombies to keep your vision oriented. If you don't, everything will just look fucky. Thank God it's optional. Now, while the map is good, there are a few niggles. For some reason, meleeing seems to be a bit finicky, even more finicky than World of War is known for. You can lunge at zombies like you are meleeing, but you won't actually melee, which in the early rounds without Jug is a nice little bit of unintended suicide. There's also this section here for the AK wall buy where you have to stand on these wires to not get shocked, but for some reason you can still be shocked while on it. I'm not sure if I slipped off or the damage range spreads onto the supposed safe platform, but I've gone down too many times trying to get this gun. Apparently, from what I've heard, the unique wonder weapon can crash this map, so keep that in mind. But the map itself did run fine, didn't crash at any time when I was playing it, so it seems to just be with this one wonder weapon. And this is more of a pet peeve, but the models for the MP5 and Honey Badger seem to be using the suppressed versions, yet use the unsuppressed sound effects. Kinda something that annoys me, but it's just a very small niggle. And again, the weapon models seem lower quality than they could have been, and the map is incredibly easy. But still, this is a fun map. It has a unique visual style, it's easy to understand, and hey, if you're looking for an easy map, give it a shot. The only thing you have to lose is your time. With that being said, this should be a fun time. These videos can serve as a sort of palate cleanser in between covering the official zombie maps. It's a better idea than making shit rant videos fueled purely off of emotion and cans of Monster.